Well folks, it seems we're at the final class. That's right, we are now at number 9, Pyro. As per usual, we go down to the melee weapons, to the secondaries, to the primaries. If I cannot pronounce some names, that's because I have dyslexia and global learning delay, which affects my reading and pronunciation. Nevertheless though, we have a top 10 to do. And at number 10 is the landminer. Now I would guess that this weapon would be like the Bubblegun in a way, where you hit someone it does a small explosion. And you can say do it 1 or 2 times before the weapon becomes broken and the damage has decreased. But I guess it would be useful against buildings or maybe medics. That would be interesting. Go behind someone and whack them with the landminer. At number 8, Street Slugger. A giant freaking hammer. This would probably be an ideal thing for medieval mode. Let's say it does bonus damage and extra mini crit damage against, let's say, burning targets. But the swing speed is slower. So in reality, you have to time your attacks with this. It makes sense, really. At number 8 is the Cauterizer. A flaming axe. I was going to say sword there. I guess it would be like the volcano fragment, but better. It will set people on fire or does extra crit damage. Who knows? I'm interested in what stats you guys would put for this weapon. And it glows as well. That is also a nice thing. I like glowing based weapons. Not useful for spy though. Down to the secondaries. At number 7, the Insanerator. There we go, Insanerator. Basically a badass flare gun. Even this art of it is awesome, which is from the Steam Workshop page. But a pretty good one nonetheless. Indeedy do. And hey, it's freaking big. Like, look at it. Well, actually no. We do need some new flare guns, so please. At number 6 is the Bubblegun. Bubblegum gun. Basically a reskin of the flare gun, it would be. And obviously, that'll be kind of nice, actually. We've got the reskin for the flamethrower. How about one for the flare gun? That'd be actually kind of cool, actually. And this looks like on quality-wise. So, the lower it is, the less good it is. But the higher it is, the better it is. For shotguns, Calefactor. Basically a backburner shotgun. If you love the backburner, this is the ideal weapon for you. I guess it will be the same, it does full crits from behind, but maybe instead it does mini crits. But yet again, that will make the Pyro a bit too overpowered. But how would you even sort that out? That is an interesting question to balance out. After all, weapons are weapons. At number 4 is the EX-Vermin 8R. This reminds me of the Soldier's Junkman set, if that's correct, with the Beggar's Bazooka. This would be cool for Soldier as well. It'll make the Pyro look like a Junkman. Find weathers on the bins or on the streets and make a shotgun out of it. I wonder what the stats would be for this one, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. Speaking of vermin, we have number 3, Crop Killer. And Flamethrower. Yes, we're on to the Flamethrowers. Crop Killers. This was go for this cosmetic set. The mask is in, but not the head. And, yet again, weapons of it. God, I'm not doing so well. Basically, if you want to kill a bunch of spies with a crop killer, this is for you. Unfortunately, though, doesn't get rid of actual crops, I'm afraid. So the next weapon at number 2 is the Fumigator. Gator. God, these names. If you want to be exterminated against spies, rather use gas than fire, this is the ideal weapon for you. Gas your opponents to death. Just make sure it doesn't set you on fire, and make sure your teammates don't suffer the same fate as the enemy. As we all know, gases are not nice. And at number 1, the Makeshift Mutilator. That's a very hard pronunciation to do right there, I will admit. Because, well, names. But it looks a pretty badass weapon for the Pyro. Yet again, it looks good as a junker set, because you're really putting that extra effort to look like it's custom made. And I like these type of weapons because it shows the creativity and all of such. And those are my top 10 Pyro Weapons. Sorry if there was some style or bit of editing error. Let's say I made a few mistakes of while recording this. But those are the 9 classes. I will be doing bots fighting it out soon, and maybe a medieval based map top 10. But nevertheless though, thank you for watching and have a good day.